You think it's a game? 660 with HipHopGamer.
Yo, what's up? You rocking with the GOAT of the game, HipHopGamer, Hot 97 to 660, GGL, Global Gaming League. Off the back, I gotta spin the chain. For the legend. It's not every day you get a chance to talk to somebody that is such a legendary, powerful, impactful person when it comes to bringing people together, when it comes to the art of talking, when it comes to the art of relationship and bringing people together to understand the power of what we can do together. I give to you the one and only. Put your hands together for Montel.
Thank you so much,
Williams.
son.
Yo, it's an honor. It's an honor. So the first thing I gotta ask you, man, this show, it's not just a show to me, bro. Like, this is a movement. It's important with military makeover. So I would love to ask you, why? Like why now? Why this show? Why this style? Talk to me.
I'm so glad that you are at least helping us out and promoting a little bit because, this is a show that's been on for now almost 10 years, man. And it's weird that you're just hearing about it. The show started off, we've helped over 43 families, 44th one coming up.
Wow.
I got involved after the 20th family and have been involved in the last 24. Before me, I don't know if you remember, there was a guy who was always playing a gunnery sergeant in the movies. It was R.E. Early. Gunny Early played in, a couple of powerful movies, where, he's the real rough and tough gunnery sergeant. He literally had some very, very serious medical issues. He was the first main host, team leader for military makeover, and he passed away. And in the process of passing away, he worked up until as late as he could. But they asked him, well, Gunny, who do you want to replace you if you have to step down? He said, Then he named one other, and he said that Montel Williams guy. Reach out to him. And it was funny because they reached out to me, and it just so happened, I'll tell you a very interesting story about that, my friend. Tell you about fate and how things work. You don't know this, and a lot of people don't know this, but this was about now 8 years ago. I suffered a pretty severe hemorrhagic stroke. So severe that, as a matter of fact, the type of stroke that I had normally kills about 50% of people who have it. I was blessed because I survived it. And while in the hospital, my people approached me and said, look, there might be an opportunity for you to, work on a show as soon as you get out of here, if you can get out of this hospital. And I was like, dude, I'm going to work as hard as I can to get out of this hospital. They told me what the show was. I said I was in. And literally, that's part of what helped to motivate me to work as hard as I had to work at rehab and other things to get my faculties back to be able to do this. The type of stroke I had, do you remember the director, John Singleton?
Yes, of course.
Okay, well, John Singleton died from the same type of stroke I had. So did Luke Perry, one of the other people from 90210. He died.
Yeah.
He died from the same type of stroke that I had. Both of them had the same type of stroke. Mine, blessedly, missed my brainstem by about 1/100th of an inch. And that's why I'm sitting here talking to you today. And it was literally while I was laying on that gurney in the hospital. It was one of the things that motivated me to get myself back together, to work as hard as I could in rehab, to work as hard as I could to go out and do something good for our veterans. People walk around all the time and say, thank you for your service. But it's almost like lip service. It's almost like when people walk in the morning, you say good morning. People don't even wait to hear the answer. This is a way to do something rather than just say something. So we get entire communities to come together. And for your listeners to understand, this isn't just about me and our little team, but the entire community where a veteran lives comes together. They're the ones who are swinging the paint. They're the ones who are hammering. They're the ones who are digging the ditches. They're the ones who are scraping up. They're the ones who are painting. They're the ones who do all that extra work. We get 50 to 60 volunteers that show up every day for 10 days to do the work so they can say thank you to a veteran. So that's why I'm so excited about the show. And the show is really powerful. And, my brother, we are only days, weeks, or months away from seeing body bags come back through Dover, Delaware. And, you know, we shouldn't have to wait until that happens to do the right thing for those who have done so much for us.
Wow. Oh my gosh, bro. First of all, Montel, thank you for sharing that, man. And I felt that. Before I get to my next question, bro, I would like to share something with you that is groundbreaking as well. And I'm blown away by this, man. So I'm a professional gamer, right?
I know. I
And
read about you. I read about you.
oh
And
wow.
thank you for your thing. I mean, I'm so proud of you, man. Congratulations to your success.
Yo, thank you so much, man. That means everything coming from you, bro. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. So yeah, I'm a professional gamer, right? And one of the things that I just did, I literally made history, and more people was about to find out about it. But I actually brought my gaming program. The name of it is called Playmakers, and I brought my gaming program to Rikers Island in the prison system, bro. And I had, yeah, it's insane, bro. And there's one of the segments within this program is called Cooperative Commissary. And it's where I have 4 of the persons in custody playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video game together. And they each got $200 a piece that's waiting for them in a bank account that we're going to create for them through my partnership with Chase. So as soon as they get out, they already going to have money. They're going to have all these other things, and we already got a program for them to get back out into society, jobs and all. And one of the persons in custody, he's still fighting his case. The other one's got their scheduled date for to be released, but one of them is still fighting that case. And I grabbed him by his hand, man. And I prayed for them right in that moment. I didn't even think about it. It's what when the spirit come on you, bro, you already know what it is. When the spirit is there, that's it. You just go. You don't question it. You do what God says. I grabbed him by his hand and I prayed for him. And then everybody in the facility bowed their heads too and just pray with yo, bro. When I tell you, it was so amazing, Montel. So when I saw the military makeover, I'm not just looking at it from a house makeover, whatever. I'm looking at it from a standpoint of a makeover of your heart, a makeover of your spirit, like everything. You know what I'm saying? So when I saw the show, it moved me, man.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, my brother. First off, you just moved me because that's what the spirit does, and it's really interesting, my friend. What we do for these families isn't just slapping paint, giving them a kitchen. They feel the love from the community that showed up. First off, when they get their house back, the community shows up. We do this big reveal, where they get to walk up to the house and the whole community's there. And they're shocked that so many of their neighbors want to say thank you the way they do. And when you watch the show, I mean, where you see the big reveal, you see why we do it. Because, I mean, these families are emotionally just broken down to their core, appreciating the fact that someone took the time to appreciate them. And that's what we've got to start doing. We're living at a time where, look, we're putting our military on the streets of America. Yeah. We're not showing them the respect that they really need to have for what they are doing for us. Now, all of a sudden, we're going to have people in America angry at our military guys, and they're only doing the job that they are ordered to do. Remember, when you get in the military, you no longer fall under the Constitution. You fall under something called the Uniform Code of Military Justice. And that means that it's a whole different set of standards that you have to follow, whether you like it or not. So, it puts us back at a time when brother had to face brother, when cousin had to go against cousin, when father had to go against son. And father had to go against daughter. We're forcing our military to do things that technically, honestly, our Constitution doesn't even allow for. And we expect them to do it with a hearty aye and not have any feelings. But deep down inside, when they lay their heads down on their beds, they say to themselves in a prayer, "Dear God, help me not hurt my fellow American." And they do. Yeah. And anybody who doesn't think they do is crazy.
Wow. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. When you're held to a higher standard to be able to carry out a job, no matter how hard it is, it's a battle, like internally, like as well, to kind of figure that out. Because what may seem right to you may seem wrong to somebody else, but you're not trying to do wrong to the son. So it could get real complicated and complex. So I understand that. Now I got a major question for you.
Yes, sir.
So because we talked about games earlier, I got the PlayStation, I got the Xbox, I got the Nintendo, I got everything. I gotta ask you, Montel, have you ever played video games, whether growing up, or do you get a little time to play some games now? You know you got Call of Duty and Battlefield out there. Like, do you game at all, bro? Please let me know.
Can I go back?
Yes, let's go back.
I did about 10, 15 years ago. So I'm like one of them old school Galactica guys. I'm one of them old school guys who played all those old games. But recently, I don't know, I'm also involved in the cannabis industry. Okay. So I spent a lot of time visiting a lot of different dispensaries. And, it's funny. A lot of dispensaries, sometimes in the waiting areas, they have, a game of the day, some game that's out there. And I got to tell you something very funny, my friend. I'm not as knowledgeable as you are with the buttons and you are with the controllers. But I'm telling you, I've been challenged no less than 5 times on various games, and I win.
Whoa!
Because I got this weird little thing going on with my thumbs, man, and I can kind of click, and I can get it quick. I can learn it. I'll learn it quickly, and then let's get it on.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about. So now I got a few follow-ups with this because this is important.
Sure.
So one of the things you said earlier was how long the show has been around, but somebody like myself is just finding out. And what I was going to tell you, and I got to talk to your marketing people, I got to talk to everybody, but do you know that, one, there's a military gaming group called StackUp.org. These are like my brothers right here. And they're at every gaming event doing all these major things, pushing the gaming initiative. 2, in the gaming industry, period, there's actual data and analytics for like military people that love playing games and would try to play games on a base. Microsoft, Xbox be helping them out and everything like that. It's crazy getting them systems and all. So what I was going to say is, like, have you thought about bringing military makeover or doing some things where people that's fans of the gaming industry can discover military makeover by having military makeover be involved in the gaming industry so you can meet them where they are?
I haven't thought of this yet, but you just lit up a light bulb in my head, my friend. I'm ready to go.
Let's go.
And you know what? If you want, you and I should do it offline, because I know you create a lot of games yourself, and you've been creating games literally since I heard about this interview. I've been thinking about 2 of them. Ideas that I got in my head that I'll bet I want to give to you.
Ooh.
I ain't giving it to nobody else. Give it to you. And you and I can create a game that I'm telling you. I'm gonna say this because I don't want anybody else to steal this.
No spoilers. You can say it without saying it. Yeah, say it without saying it.
So I'll say it this way. There are things going on in the news right now that you and I could capitalize on to be a springboard to a really, 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 really cool game. I can tell you something, man. We ought to rock on this.
Yo, let's do it. Yo, listen, not only was I excited to speak to you, I was more excited because of the stories that I've read of you, the battles that you fought and won just in life, like, period, your longevity. Yo, bro, when I tell you, like, I followed you for so long, and to have this moment right now, my goal is of service. What can I do for you? So this is what I'm excited about, man. And then I'm going to tell you this. I got something else for you, bro. So Howie Mandel, right? The legend, yes. Howie Mandel. So I'm a part, if you look at my chain, it says GGL on it. So I'm a part of the Global Gaming League. So Howie Mandel just got his very own gaming team. And he's going up against Gillian Wallow, and it's led by Clinton Sparks and T-Pain. And, I'm there as well as a caster and doing a lot of stuff. My question to you is, if you was able to have your own, like, gaming team, and it was military too, but it was like your own gaming team, is there anybody you would want to call out to go up against them and their gaming team? Who would you call out?
I'm hearing you. I listen to you, and I can hear the reverence in your voice when you say Howie. And Howie and I know each other. We go back a long, long way. But let me just tell you something. Howie won't admit it. I bet you ask him, he will. Howie didn't have a shaved head until I shaved, way after I shaved mine. Howie didn't wear an earring until way after I did put one in my ear and ended up with 3. Howie never had a goatee until I grew a goatee on air. So, Howie, come on now. I call him out. You be on my team, my brother. You be on my team. You and I'll get us a couple of other military boys. And let's take Howie for a little run down the park.
Let's go. Let's go. So the name of his gaming team is called How We Do It Gaming and stuff like that. So we got to figure out a way to, really make this happen, because after they battle, I could bring you in. So I could see Montel Williams with his own gaming team. That would be insane for the GGL. So to wrap it up, whether you're revisiting classics or diving into new adventures, there's always something fresh in the world of gaming. Remember to stay true to your roots and keep gaming for real. This is the GOAT of the game, HipHopGamer, signing off from the 660. And remember, character is your currency. We out of here. Peace.